Mei Jiji strode straight to JV's desk, sat down beside him, and said bluntly, "Brother, you spotted me the moment I set foot in this school, didn't you? I know this is your turf. How about we split it 70-30? You take 70. When JV gave no reply, Mei Jiji pressed on, "Fine, 80-20 then?" Still getting no response. Mei Jiji gaped in disbelief. "No way. Brother, you're telling me you won't even give me a cut? Look at this school full of humans. Can you really consume them all by yourself?" The nearby students watched Mei Jiji lowering himself like this, completely baffled, unable to understand what the two were talking about. When JV remained silent, Mei Jiji tried again. "Fine, how about this? I'll just eat what you leave behind. Girls, top half's yours, bottom half's mine. Deal?" JV still didn't answer. Mei Jiji's expression twisted into fury. "I've stooped this low, and you still won't agree? Kid, are you looking down on me?" Just as JV was about to mutter, "Whatever you want has nothing to do with me," Fang Yu burst into the classroom, shouting, JV, stay away from him." In the same instant, a spear flashed from her hand. Mei Jiji didn't even have time to react before it pierced straight through his chest, smashing him through the classroom wall and nailing him to the bright green turf of the soccer field outside. JV froze in shock at the sudden turn of events. The other students screamed in terror. Fang Yu strode forward, calling out to them, "It's dangerous here. Everyone get to safety." Standing before the shattered wall, her eyes locked tightly onto Mei Jiji's pinned body. Another weapon materialized in her hand as she snarled, "Do you take me for a fool or blind?" At those words, Mei Jiji dropped all pretense. "Then I won't hold back." Fang Yu leapt onto the field, landing with a heavy thud. She quickly waved for the students to scatter, shouting, "He's a zombie." No sooner had the words left her mouth than a thunderous boom erupted from Mei Jiji's body. His frame swelled grotesquely, muscles writhing. Moments later, grotesque zombies began tearing their way out of him. In the blink of an eye, the field was crawling with abominations of every kind. At the same time, flocks of flying zombies flooded in from outside the campus. With the summoning complete, Mei Jiji roared his command, "Seal off the area and capture every single human alive." As humans scattered in panic, Mei Jiji rolled his shoulders with a chilling grin. Pretending for a whole month was exhausting. Feels good to finally be myself again. Fang Yu immediately activated her armor. The nanotech suit surged across her body in a flash of light. But Mei Jiji showed no fear. "Did you really think humans are the only ones who get to play with toys like this?" With a savage tear, he ripped open his shirt. Fang Yu's eyes widened in shock. Strapped to his waist was an ancient transformation device. As it powered up, dark energy flared, and in moments a jagged exosuit of nanotech enveloped his body. This was the very project her father had been working on. The fleeing crowd noticed the disturbance, stopping in their tracks to look back, and what they saw left them speechless. No way! How can a zombie be wearing human-made nanotech armor? Mei Jiji smirked, taunting her. "Miss Fang, you should thank your father. He's the reason I can wield this power." At those words, a memory from her childhood flashed in Fang Yu's mind. Her expression froze in disbelief. Your name is Mei Jiji? Are you the zombie from my father's old lab?" Mei Jiji roared in fury. "That's right. I was one of the first test subjects, and you humans sterilized me. Your family's cruelty is burned into me forever. Today, I'll settle every score, old and new." Fang Yu dropped into a combat stance, eyes sharp. "Enough talk. Come and get me." Mei Jiji lunged, his fist slicing through the air like a cannonball. Fang Yu reacted instantly, ducking low to dodge. She swung her massive blade in retaliation, but he slipped past with ease, circling behind her. She turned sharply, only to be caught by a brutal kick to the stomach. The impact hurled her skyward, 100 meters into the air. Mei Jiji crouched low, muscles coiling, then exploded upward, soaring above her. "Filthy humans. Do you have any idea how I've suffered all these years? I'll repay the pain 1,000-fold. With a thunderous roar, his fist crashed down, smashing Fang Yu into the ground. The field erupted, the earth fracturing and splitting apart like shattered glass. Meanwhile, on the other side of campus, a girl was about to be torn apart by a zombie. At the last second, a wooden stick smashed across the creature's face. It was the delinquents, Blondie and his crew. Don't underestimate the Trashkin Squad, damn it. Blondie barked orders for his boys to escort the others out through the back gate. But one girl shouted desperately, JV is still in the classroom. He's finishing his exam paper. Blondie froze, dumbfounded. Are you kidding me? That idiot's doing homework right now? Forget him. Then he caught the pleading look in her eyes, a look that begged for a savior. His resolve cracked. Damn it, we're classmates. We can't just leave him behind. Elsewhere, Fang Yu staggered after taking 2 devastating hits from Meijiji. A chill ran through her. What kind of power is this? He can run that armor at infinite overload. Suddenly, her father's words from childhood rang in her ears backslash. Nanotech armor is our family's legacy. The greater the power, the greater the burden. To push beyond your limits without breaking, you must have unshakable conviction. The suit responds to willpower. Backslash. Clenching her fists, Fang Yu rose to her feet. Blue arcs of lightning erupted across her armor as its energy output soared beyond safety limits. Fixating on one goal, destroy Meijiji, she shattered through her own bottleneck, unleashing unprecedented power. In a blur, she shot forward, grabbing his face in an iron grip. Then, BAM! A savage elbow strike drove him down into the ground. The impact thundered like an explosion, the entire field cracking apart in a spiderweb of fractures. Meanwhile, inside the classroom, JV had just finished his university entrance exam. Finally done. College, here I come. He had barely put the paper away when Blondie burst in, gasping for air. Before JV could react, Blondie grabbed him and bolted. You're seriously doing homework right now? If it weren't for that girl begging me, I'd have left your sorry ass to die. Watching Blondie run with everything he had, JV suddenly thought, maybe he wasn't all that bad after all. But as soon as they stepped out of the classroom, Fang Yu and Meijiji's battle had already crashed into the area. The two were locked in a clash of equals, blows shaking the very walls around them. Just then, one of Blondie's lackeys shouted, "The back gate won't open." The dam principal reinforced the walls, 10 meters high with 100,000 volts of electricity. Touch it, and you're fried. That old bastard, Blondie cursed, kicking uselessly at the door. JV stepped forward. Let me try. In seconds, he tore through the code of the digital lock, overriding the system, cutting the power, and swinging the gate open. Cheers erupted from the group. Blondie clapped him on the back. Guest books really do come in handy at times like this. If we make out alive, I swear, I'll never bully you again. JV just sighed, utterly speechless. But the moment they rushed out, elation turned to dread. Their path forward froze them in their tracks. A towering zombie colossus stood guard, commanding a horde, blocking the human army's rescue attempt. Back on the battlefield, Meijiji sneered at Fang Yu. This zone is sealed. You thought you could stall me and let the students escape? Foolish. Look behind you. Fang Yu turned her head, only to see every student surrounded by the undead. Even JV and Blondie had been forced back inside. Her teeth clenched. I can't lose. There has to be another way. Rising into the air, she summoned her armor's full power. An arsenal of radiant weapons materialized around her in a storm of light. The textbooks were clear. A zombie's weakness lies in its head. Sever it, and the creature becomes nothing more than a corpse. With that in mind, Fang Yu locked onto Meijiji's skull. But he only grinned and lunged at her. Trying to take my head? You're way out of your league. His fist thundered toward her. She barely dodged in time. Had it connected, she'd be crushed. The shockwave alone hurled nearby students across the gym like ragdolls. JV school bag was caught in the blast, flung high into the air. Without thinking, he sprinted after it. His precious exam papers